Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Ideally, we would all be motivated just by intrinsics, that is, an internal drive to do what's right. Alas, we're not always. After all, think of how many people wouldn't show up to work unless they received an extrinsic, that is, pay. Think of how many students would work less hard if there were no grades. Might even some spouses make less effort if it weren't for fear of a painful, expensive divorce. Here are some thoughts on how to personalize the use of rewards and punishments to motivate you to do what you should want to do, and you do want to do, but you're resisting. For example, a few weeks ago I completed my income tax returns. Yeah, I was partly motivated by an intrinsic. I do believe in paying my fair share of taxes, but I needed that intrinsic supplemented by an extrinsic, both a reward and the threat of a punishment. The reward I chose was to give myself a break every time I finished a small section of the tax return. The threat of punishment, if I had to file for an extension, it would enable me to procrastinate, which would keep that task hanging over my head, possibly for months. It may help you get stuff done if you consciously decide which rewards and punishments will motivate you, and how often you need to dispense them. For example, let's say you know you should do 30 to 45 minutes of moderate exercise 5 or 6 days a week. Even though you picked your favorite exercise, let's say it's brisk walking, without a reward and a threat of punishment, you've been walking only 3 days, maybe 4 a week. Well, here's an example of how such a person got motivated by using rewards and punishments. She chose as a reward a couple of minutes to check out her social media. She then decided to give herself that reward not just when she finished walking, but at its halfway point. And she decided she'd be more motivated by adding the threat of punishment. When the designated time for walking passed and she was still not having walked, she'd give the rubber bandits on her wrist a hard snap. But when she found that didn't work, she upped the punishment. She wrote a $20 check to the political candidate she most dislikes. If she didn't do the walk, she'd mail the check. But she found that she usually couldn't make herself do that. So she gave her friend 10 of those checks in stamped, addressed envelopes. And every day, she would let her friend know if her friend needs to mail that check. Indeed, when some reward or punishment turns out to be insufficiently motivating, try another. As in so much of human endeavor, having an experimental mindset in which you stay with winners and cut your losses that's key to success and happiness. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.